Patty. Um, I'm struggling to find a good spot to film this in that doesn't look all washed out. I feel like I have the worst webcam ever. Anyway, this is gonna have to do today. Um, I'm sorry I've been missing for so long, and I promise to try to get with my uploading and get a better handle on this. It's just been one thing after another this summer. First, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that we got another puppy, and that has been my chore to take care of him. And he's kind of a big dog. He's not back here right now because I don't want him in my craft room. So, um, but he's a mess. He's something else. That him and Gemma get along good, so that's a plus. Always a plus. And my health hasn't been the best this summer. Well, actually, this whole year. I just haven't had the best health, and in a couple of weeks I have to have a little minor surgery, so I'll be, I wanted to get this video in before that because right after that, school starts back up and I'll get busy with that, so it may be the end of August before I'm able to record again. Hopefully I'll have more stitching to show. Then I just feel like I got everything out yesterday, and I feel like I don't have that much to show for not having a video up for 3 months, but oh well, it is what it is. Um, Gosh, what else has been going on? Our air conditioner went out. Living in South Louisiana, that's not a good thing. And yesterday, a water pipe bust. So I hope all my sad stories are over for now. So I did not go back and watch my other video, but I'm going to show you the whips that I'm pretty sure I've worked on since I had posted last. And I definitely intended on getting working on my Gypsy Mermaid, my Mirabilia, as much as I could because I really want to finish that for my granddaughter for Christmas. But then I got the dog, and it's been busy house training him and stuff. So he's finally getting better, and so hopefully this last little bit of summer that I have left, I'll get to work on it some more because really this is only about a day's worth of work, and probably you may not even be able to tell, but I worked some more in her hair up, I'm going to get this right, up this way, and that's really it. I've got to put some major work in on this if I intend on getting it done in time for Christmas. We'll see. I did work on Sarah Chapel some in probably early May. So I don't know where I showed you last time, but this is where I am right now. I'm finishing up the round, coming around to the bottom of the round border, and pretty close. I'm trying to see where I am here. Sorry. This is a butterfly, and down here there's a big urn that'll be happening in this. So I'm close to getting to the urn, and then there's the house down below this. I'm plugging away at her. I love it. I love this pattern. I love this stitch, but she is, it gets monotonous, and sometimes I want to work on something else that's got a little more colors and all. The only other big thing that I worked on the last couple months is my Serenity Harbor, and can I say, I'm not going to take it out of the frame, so there's really not much to show, but this is part 4, and this is all that I have done on part 4. Up here where the birds are, I'm pretty sure you won't be able to see on camera, but I had was trying to figure out a different color for these birds along here. I wasn't happy with the color, and then I got off count somehow, and I unpicked some, and when I unpicked it, I unpicked a hole into my fabric. Not super bad, but I had to weave some thread back in to fix that, and then I got just a little bit, I got a little disgusted with it, and and nobody's fault but my own. I just couldn't seem to, I wanted to change colors up in it. I couldn't seem to find colors that were making me happy. I couldn't find colors for the water, because I'm about to get into all the water. I couldn't find colors for the water that I liked, the stash that I had. And it's very difficult to order colors like that online and have them, I mean, it's just, they don't look the same online. So I ended up just going with the DMC that the pattern called for, and I think I'll just be happiest with that. I have put a few silks in there for the flowers and stuff, but the water is a big, major part of it, and I didn't have enough or the right color blues that would work for me, so I just decided to go with the DMC. So that's it for my works in progress. We're going to have a little bit of everything in this video. Back in May, Bev, Palette PC, and Jess at Terrace, we did a stitch along. I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought. We did a Jeanette Douglas stitch along. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen pictures of this. So I did, I signed up this year to get the 4 little small patterns for spring, summer, winter, and fall. And this is spring. Sorry. Why can't I figure out how this camera goes? This is spring. This was a super fun stitch. It took me a little longer than I had thought. Let me see if I can get a close-up of some of the, wasn't a lot of beading on here. I was expecting to have more beading, but here's a specialty stitch down here. And all of the flowers have different specialty stitches, and I don't have I didn't pull it, so I don't remember what what they were all called. This one, where am I at? Down here in this corner, this is something. The spring was over 1. I was really pleased with how that came out. I've been trying to work on my over 1, and then the only part that was beaded was around the border, but it was still fun. I love it. I haven't done anything with it, and in a minute when I show you my stash, I'll show you the summer one that I've gotten since then. And I have been trying to pick out a small to get to, something out of my stash that can break up working on all these big projects. So my small that I just finished last month in June took me longer than I thought, but it was one of the Mill Hill beaded kits. It was the Jim Shore. I have all 3 of these kits that were gifted to me a number of years ago, and I debated about doing it on the perforated paper. You know, the perforated paper is fine. I've done it with ornaments, small ornaments, but it was not my favorite to do such a big project on. I mean, it's not huge. It's like 5 inches, 5 by 5. But after a while, it got just, I don't know. I was just tired. The threads catch on the corners over here. They catch on both sides, and it was all right. I mean, I'll finish the other ones like they are. Excuse me. But if I do any more of these bigger sizes, I'll probably do them on linen. But it does have a ton of beads in it. I don't know if you can see. You can kind of see sideways. Yeah. Lots and lots of beads. That was fun. I enjoy beading. So there's the cow, and I have a pig and a sheep left to do. And they sell the little frames for these on 1-2-3 Stitch for sure. I don't have it yet, so I'll have to get frames. I'll just wait till I do all 3 of them and get the frames. So that's it for my finishes since last time I saw you, and my work's in progress. And I think I'm probably forgetting to talk about some stuff that I wanted to talk about, but that's typical since I didn't make myself a list. So I'm kind of tried to be on a stash budget. I have some things ordered that I ordered way ahead of time, hoping that they'd be here for my birthday in August, and I'll show that stuff when it comes, and that's probably going to be all of the stash that I buy for the year, unless there's something really special that comes out that I I can't pass up, because I have too much stuff. I need to get to some of the things that I have. But I did get some fabrics, and I'll just go through those quickly. I got these from eBay. They're fat quarters, and they're all reproduction fabrics. And I enjoy doing these, and I have actually had hoped to get to it before I did the video today, but I knew if I didn't sit down and do this video now that I wouldn't get it up before my surgery. But I'm going to pull out this weekend if I can. I have a patriotic kind of 4th of July stitch that I did last year that hasn't been made into anything, and I'll probably use one of these fabrics for the back of it. So I'll just go through them quickly. These are all, let's see, these are Marcus fabrics, and this was the old Sturbridge Village collection. So I'll just kind of go through them quickly. They're all fat quarters. I hope this is not boring anybody to death. It's just, I have a thing about quilt fabrics too. I love this one especially. It's green. I don't know what color it's coming out on the screen, but I'm gonna do something besides use these just for backing. I actually want to make a because unfortunately this is just the tip of the iceberg for my fat quarter collection. I want to make a table runner, a quilted table runner, so I've been looking at patterns, trying to find one that I like. And when I can and I get a good deal on them, I try to pick these up off of eBay. I don't have a quilt store that's anywhere near close to me. That is yellow, like a golden yellow, and totally not coming out the right color. Alright, that was all for those. And then I had one other set that I bought, and these are also Marcus fabrics. And this is the Tavern collection. While I'm showing these, I just want to say thank you so much for those of you that have been doing finishing videos, Jess and Karma. Those I really enjoy those, and I think I probably have some stuff that I would like to do the cube finish with, and I know for sure I have a few things I wanted to do a flat fold finish on. So if one of you feels like you want to do a tutorial on a flat fold finish, I would love to see that. I do try to post more often on Instagram, so I will put my Instagram in the link below if you want to follow me. I haven't stitched at all since I finished that Jim Shore thing. It's just been super busy, a lot of doctor's appointments and stuff. Always fun to go spend half a day at a doctor's office. Alright, that's it. That's enough, huh? I know you're thinking, Lord, when are you going to quit showing fabric? We don't want to see all that. Okay, so I do have a little bit of other stash to show. Here are my monthly fabrics from Under the Sea Fabrics. I believe that this one was, I think it's called Ariane. I think this one was April. Yeah, I think this was April. That's pretty sad. I hope I didn't already show it. It's like a dusty rose color with lighter patches. It totally looks tan on the camera, but it's not. This was maize. This is Anathea. Anathea. I don't know. Let's see if this comes up any better. Yeah, right there. Green, orange, yellow, and some lighter patches. Pretty spring colors. I need to get busy using some of these fabrics instead of just collecting them. And this is Yorick. I don't know where she's getting these names from. This one was June's. So it reminds me of a stormy sky. It's got a little bit of pink in it, but that's pretty true to color. So that's the only linen that I've gotten, and a few patterns. So let's start with this. I got this for my grandson. I'm doing the Gypsy Mermaid for my granddaughter, and he picked this out, Jonas Whale. And I'm not going to open it up, but these are the Dinky Dye silks, the silk pack that goes with it. And this is a Tempting Tangles design. So this won't get started till next year. I will start this after I finish Gypsy Mermaid so that I can get him one to hang in his room too. These next two were club pieces for the Prim Stitchers Society and the Colonial Club through Dying to Stitch. This is the Scarlet House button posies. I'm trying to get the glare off of it. And it comes with everything you need to put it together. That's one thing I love about these kits, and they usually, every one I've ever done has had excellent, I'm going to take this one out, has had excellent direction. This is Blackbird Designs Lady Liberty. Sorry. I'm going to get this right eventually. It's kind of hard to see. It's a flag. It's a 4th of July kind of design, and there's a lady on the top with a flag. She's got a white dress on, and it's a drum pin keep, and again, it came with all the threads and the fabric, and the backing fabric too. Well, the ends, the fabric, this one has linen on both the ends, so. And the other piece that I got that was a auto delivery piece I get is the other Jeanette Douglas. This is Summer Flower, and it is, sorry, it's got sunflowers in it and more beads and specialty stitches in these. So really sweet. When I have all of, if you go back and look at one of my first videos, I think I showed that I've done 2 of these, I think, 2 or 3 of them. This was Loose Feathers from Blackbird Designs for last year, and it is the Abecedarian series, and there were, I think these started coming out in 2013, and we're supposed to finish up last year, but we never got the number 12, the very last one, and this is it. So I'm super glad to get this one in its garden borders. So I'd really like to get on with making these, because I do have a place that I wanted to hang all of them. I signed up for the new magazine, Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher, and I got this in. So it's a very nice magazine, and I will see if I can show a couple of the things. Here's a pattern for something. God bless our home. It's primitive stuff, you know, right up my alley. And there's some punch needle in here, which I have this stuff to do a punch needle that I got as a gift. This one's cute. Old goat. And I haven't done it yet. It's just one of those things on my list to do. So it's a very nice magazine, and it's all heavy paper. So if you're into primitive and you like punch needle, I recommend it. Highly recommend it. I got rid of all my magazine subscriptions except for that one. So these next things, all the next stuff that I got during May. I said that I was not going to buy anything, but when Jess told us about the Silver Needle having their special for each day in May, they had a sale on something special. Some of it I couldn't pass up. So the one day they had their Sweetheart Tree stuff, I think 40 or 50% off, so I got a couple of things. This is a Biscornu, and it's a Colonial Roses, and it's a kit, so it has everything in it. And I mean, like I said, I think I paid half off for these. So here's the pin keep, and it was $9.50, so I would have gotten it half off. That's the Colonial Roses pin keep that matches the Biscornu. That was the only Sweetheart Tree things I got. Then they sold these grab bags on a couple of different days for different designers. And I ended up just doing the Homespun Elegance because I don't have any of their patterns. And I've seen some around, and they're really cute. I think the grab bag was $8 or $10 for 10 patterns. So I figured even if I get some patterns that I really didn't like for $1, you know, for a pattern, it was worth it. So I'll show you really quickly what I got. This is holiday samplings. I think I'm pretty happy with most everything I got. There's a mixed bag. And some of them I may not ever do, but some of them I definitely would do. Which one is this one? A Home, a Haven for family and friends. This one's cute. I like the acorns. This is a cute Christmas pattern. And these are ornaments. And I didn't have any repeats in here, which is a plus. This is, sorry about the glare, a Halloween pattern. And then I think this one's probably my favorite. All Hearts Come Home for Christmas. Focus. So, all in all, I didn't do too bad until this very last thing. but I have looked at these before and had my eyes on them. So they are a set of 3 French books, French needlework books. And normally they are $50 or $55 a piece, and you got all 3 of them for $70. So that was my definite splurge to myself. And they're all in French, but it's not anything you can't decipher. I mean, it's pretty not hard at all to do. I'm looking for a picture that doesn't have a here's one. The pattern showing. So this is like a red work alphabet. And each book is a different theme. So this theme is alphabets and samplers. Oh, I wanted to show you one more. Here's one that has darning patterns on it. And they're very nice books. The next one is this one. I'm not going to try to say it. No, I read French much better than I speak it. These have a lot of specialty stitches in it. They all have excellent diagrams. I can't really. Here's something I can show you. I don't want to show a pattern. I mean a pattern. And then the last one is I know these pictures are just definitely not doing it justice. Kind of like chatelaines. When you look at them on Martina's website or on European Cross Stitch, it just never does it justice. And I have to say, I really miss working on my Holland Springtime, and I'm ready to get back to that. So I'm hoping to find some time to fit that in too. Not enough hours in the day. So that will be the end of my stash hauling. I'm putting myself on a stash budget. Hopefully I can stick to it. I hope everyone is having a safe and happy summer. And if you're going on vacation or holiday, I hope you have a wonderful time. For those Canadians out there, happy Canada Day. That was a few days ago. And for all you Americans, I hope you have a blessed 4th of July. And I will be back. Follow me on Instagram. I'll be posting there. And I won't take as long this time, I promise. Thank you. Happy stitching.